Happy Monday, Courtney. This is a very exciting Monday, and we're going to get into that. But first off, how are you doing this Monday morning, Courtney?
I am doing pretty good. Good morning to the T Tribe. Hey, Alex. I'm hanging in there. I'm trying to keep my heart from beating out of my chest because we just learned some very important, very exclusive, well, it's not that exclusive, it's now public, news, and I'm very excited to talk about it. But how are you, Alex Schiffman? I
am doing well. You know, it was a little harder for me to wake up on this Monday morning. Some Mondays we've talked about this before. Some Mondays you get right up, and then other Mondays it just takes a little longer. That's what's going on this Monday. But then I heard the news, and let's just get into it because we're so excited. Okay, Nicki Minaj announced her pregnancy. Courtney, how are you feeling?
Feeling great. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. And she looks great. Look at her, y'all. Look at Mother Minaj. Clap for the heavyweight mom, Nicki. I am so excited. This is a blessing. This is positivity. We are starting the week out right. Of course, we knew there were lots of speculation. We thought maybe we saw a bump in the Trolls video. We said, is this bump being edited out? And I said, let's wait until the queen comes and makes a royal announcement. And here we are on this fine and beautiful Monday morning. Nicki Minaj is going to have a child, Alex. She's going to birth someone.
She is. We have Mama Minaj confirmed. And the best part about this is what an amazing announcement. Just in a bikini and heels. I just absolutely love this announcement. It couldn't be more perfect for Nicki. And I'm finally I just feel good inside that we have this confirmation, don't you? We can finally openly talk about it.
Yeah, the people, they've said, the girls be whispering, talking, and cackling. Nicki Minaj ain't never gonna get a number one. Oh my God, Nicki Minaj is so jealous of everybody because everybody got babies and she ain't got no baby. Well, guess what? Minaj not got only one, but two number ones on your butt cheeks, ladies and gentlemen. And she also is birthing a child. So who's leading the pack this decade? It's looking like Onika Tanya Mirage. Let's have a round of applause. Please clap at home if you hear our words.
Yes, this is so exciting. And on that note, why don't we just kick it off with a little 5, 6, 7, 8.
Miss Mika, nice to meet ya. Miss Mika, she on fleeka. Miss Mika, she loves the tia, and we see ya. Miss Mika, go Mika, go Mika, go Mika. Monday to Mika. Our song just gives you all of that energy you need to take on this week, my sweet.
Yes. Happy Monday to Miss Mika and happy Monday to Miss Nicki, who is officially pregnant. That song we really need to end that news with a Miss Mika song. But some other fun news we have to talk about, Courtney. Get this. You know the movie Clueless?
Girl, that's my favorite movie of all time of life.
Okay. It's the 25th anniversary. So it's been 25 years of Clueless, and we have to talk about this because, as you know, Clueless was such an iconic movie for its bold fashion, for Cher and her haircut and her one-liners. I mean, we wouldn't have As if there was no Clueless. So, Courtney, tell me your favorite part about Clueless, your favorite kind of either scene or quote, or tell me. I have to know.
Where do I want to begin, Alex? Do I want to talk about the fact that I don't live too far away from where Ty was almost thrown over the railing in the mall? Do I want to talk about Mona May and all of these amazing, iconic fashion designs, the yellow plaid that is still being seen on runways today? Do we want to talk about Mel, Cher Horowitz's father, going, "Where are you going in that?" And he goes, "What is that?" And she goes, "Oh, it's a dress." And he says who? And she goes, "Calvin Klein." That's an
iconic
movie of all.
I mean, what about the Monet part? She's a full-on Monet.
Oh my God. Listen, she is a full-on Monet from far away. It's looking all right, but as soon as you get up close, y'all, it's a big old mess. It's a big old mess, and I know some Monets out there. We call them butterfaces now.
Oh yeah, the amount of times that I've used that Monet quote to my friends about girls that guys they liked wanted or with. I just love it. And I'm not a mean girl, all right, before everyone comes at me, but it's just, you got to use that quote. I mean, it's so good. Oh, yeah. But anyway, congratulations to Clueless. That is so exciting. Tea Tribe, if you're fans of Clueless, let us know in the chat your favorite quote or scene from that movie, because it is true. Oh, rolling with the homies.
Rolling with the homies. Rolling with the homies. Oh, rest in peace to Brittany Murphy, a fantastic and phenomenal legendary talent, in my opinion. I remember where I was when I got the news that Brittany Murphy had passed away. I was at my arcade job and I was changing the song, and I went online and I was like, what is going on here? If you guys have Netflix, this is on Netflix. Give it a check out. Give it a spin. It's good teen comedy. Shout out to Amy Heckerling. Oh, yes. The best.
The best. I kind of wonder if they'll ever do like a reboot of it, because they're all about that now.
They're trying to do that TV show before the pandemic.
Yes.
They're trying to make it where Cher is missing and Dion is the main character trying to find her sister, trying to find Cher. I don't know. I don't want it to get the Riverdale treatment, but I'm willing to support it because Clueless is one of the many things that I'm passionate about, but it's definitely like top 3. I am like weirdly passionate about that particular film. So go off for the reboot. Give me a part. I'll even do a little cameo, girl. Do a little diss in the background, girl.
Alonce is saying maybe we can replace Stacey Dash with Keke Palmer. Ooh, that would be a good.
That's an idea. Miss Keke. Is she gonna have the Dr. Seuss hat on? That would be it.
All their outfits are unbelievable. The closet. Can you imagine growing up with Cher's closet? I just can't imagine. Oh, just a little boop boop. What do I want to wear? Like, just amazing. I want to wear my neck.
I think subconsciously, that Clueless is the reason why I don't drive. Because watching that movie, Cher was just like messing up the entire movie, like almost ran the biker over. And then when Josh asked her, like, girl, what's wrong with you? She's like, why do I even need to learn how to park? Everywhere you go has valet. And it wasn't until I moved here, Alex, that I truly understood exactly what my queen, Cher Horowitz, was talking about. Valet's everywhere, girl. Who needs to know how to park, girl?
I love it. Also, like Paul Rudd in the movie, like I didn't even realize that until 10 years later when he became Paul Rudd. But like even having him in that movie, like there are so many iconic actors and actresses that have made Clueless. It's amazing. All right, well, let's break down a bunch of the tea that we have to spill today because we have a very, very packed show. This is a packed Monday. Of course, Beyonce released her Black is King trailer. She's rocking 9 different looks, and it is absolutely amazing. And then we're going to get into, actually, why don't we just kick it off now? Because these are the You Missed It stories, some of the most interesting stories that may have flown under your radar. And every day, if you're new here to the Tea Tribe, we gather these news pieces to make sure you don't miss a thing. So as I just mentioned, Beyonce's Black King trailer was released. She rocks 9 different looks. Yes, Courtney, pour up that tea because it's time to get into it. Let's cheers. Let's cheers to Beyonce's.
Cheers, girl.
It's pretty awesome.
Baby Minaj.
Oh, yes. Okay. So this new visual album, Black is King, is going to be released on Disney Plus on July 31st. According to Disney, this movie is coming out exactly a year after The Lion King, starring Beyonce, of course. And this visual album reimagines the lessons of The Lion King for today's young kings and queens in search of their own crowns. So the album honors the voyages of Black families throughout time and tells the story of a young king's journey through betrayal, love, and self-identity, guided by his ancestors, father, and childhood love. He earns the virtues needed to reclaim his home and his throne. So as you're watching the trailer right now, she rocks a dozen unique outfits ranging from a white wedding gown to nothing but green body paint, and also rocks her hair in these amazing braids down to her knees. of course, the trailer also revealed that it'll have an A-list lineup with Jay-Z, Kelly Rowland, Pharrell Williams. Her mom will be in it, Lupita Nyong'o, Naomi Campbell, and so much more. So this is super exciting, Courtney. Do you enjoy Beyonce's visual albums? Were you a fan of Lemonade and all of these kind of visual albums?
I'll say this before we get started, just to be clear, y'all. I'm not a Beyonce stan, but I have loved her since Destiny's Child. I want to say my favorite Beyonce visual anything was B-Day. If y'all remember, B-Day had like a DVD set that came out. She had music videos for like almost every song, I think. And that is my favorite Beyonce anything, visually and sonically. I felt like if Beyonce got a little time and she just want to squeeze out one little miniature B-Day EP, something, just give us some cute little bops, that would be great. But I think that this is very, very, very exciting, not only for Beyonce, because I feel like she's always like taking it to the next level, but it's just good for the Black youth to see themselves on TV, not in a way that's acting like Love and Hip Hop. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, I 100% agree with that statement. I think Beyonce, what's cool about these visual albums is Beyonce really, when she releases an album, it is a whole, it's not just an album. You know, it's so much more than that. Like, she really tries to get the fan to visually see what she was creating. It's a performance. You know what I mean? And that's what I love about kind of her creative mind and her being a producer behind this, that it's not just music. It's so much more than that. It's almost like a movement every time she releases an album. So I'm very, very excited to see this. And I love the message behind Black is King. And I think it's very, very, it celebrates the current movement that's going on. So I am very, very proud of this, and I'm excited to watch it. So T-Tribe, let us know, will you be checking this out? Because this is some cool stuff. Let's move on to this news, this sad news. Big Sean is absolutely heartbroken over Naya Rivera's death, of course, but he finally made some sort of a statement. He took to his Instagram to basically make the statement saying, he posted a black and white photo of Naya and then said, "I appreciate and cherish everything that has ever happened between us for making me wiser and a better person. I'm still grieving and in shock. I can't believe this is real. I'm praying for you and your family, and I know you're watching over them and protecting them. Rest in peace, Naya." So we got deeply personal and emotional how much Naya has changed his life and all of that. And this actually kind of reminds me, I know we spoke about this before we went live, about Ariana Grande and Mac Miller's relationship, because they actually were not together at the time past. Do you think that must be so difficult for someone? I mean, it's difficult for anyone that passes, but someone that you shared that strong of a relationship with, and then that to happen when you're not together, it must be such a difficult kind of feeling to deal with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I couldn't imagine, Alex. I don't handle death when it relates to like me personally well at all, period. Like, just truthfully, like I'm like a person, I gotta shut down and like be a hermit for like at least 2-week minimum. So like I couldn't imagine what Big Sean and Taj Mowry, the Glee cast, her family, what they're all going through. I want to say, Alex, that I wish people would let Big Sean rock over the song that he made years and years and years ago, the "I Don't F With You" song. Lots of people are like dragging him on. I definitely have seen because he made the song about their relationship, and like, to me, I'm like, she's passed, and that was like almost 10 years ago. Like that was forever, and since then, like they've made up, and I believe she even performed. So it's kind of annoying to consistently and constantly see people like bringing this one song up over and over and over again, when if Naya got over it, y'all should get over it as well and leave that man alone.
Yes.
We're all grieving own way. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. No, that is horrible that conversation is being brought up. Of course, no matter what happened, you know, Big Sean was engaged to this woman. They obviously shared a lot of love for each other, and it was just kind of nice to see him open up about that and share how much she impacted his life. And he also mentioned how much her impact on other people's lives, which we've mentioned before, her character on Glee, and how she kind of inspired so many people. So this was a beautiful thing to see. And we hope that he's doing well and the rest of her family and friends are still, we send our thoughts and prayers to them. But moving on from that conversation, let's talk about Drake, because we touched on this earlier or last week of Drake being in Barbados. Well, we found out the real reason he's there. And contrary to what we were saying, that he's trying to get back in Rihanna's good graces, he's actually filming a music video. And a source told Hollywood Life that he's in town for work. And they said Drake and his crew flew to Barbados on his new private plane because they're there for a week or so to shoot a music video. Drake arrived on July 11th, which was the first day Barbados opened its airport to international visitors after a long lockdown due to the pandemic. So the insider also went on to say, when it comes to Rihanna, Drake became friends with both of Rihanna's brothers through Rihanna, and they're still cool with him. That's why the photos. They're actually both really big fans and would love to see their sister settle down with him. So they all still make jokes about Drake being their brother-in-law someday. So do you think Rihanna's family will have an impact on her at all, about them having a relationship together?
Rihanna Robin Fenty is busy. Like, Rihanna Fenty is busy. Like, she is doing something else. She's trying to get her clear skin. She's trying to make more millions. She is not paying Drake and his back and all his tattoos any mind at all, period. I'm sure the family is entertaining it, because why wouldn't you entertain Drake? Like, it's Drake. But like, girl, Rihanna's not paying that no mind. I promise you that. She's over here trying to get the bag. Another one, because she's got many. She's trying to add to her plethora. Let me say that.
That's right. And you know what's funny about this is, because I feel like this happens in life all the time. Like, people's families want them to be with a certain person, and we always know how that works. Like, when someone tells you to be with someone, you always go the complete other way. So this may even drive her further away, because everyone wants it to happen. You know what I mean? She wants to find her own man. She doesn't need help from the family. Yeah. But it's so cute to see that they have a great relationship, and it seems like they'll be friends forever, whether or not it's romantically involved. They obviously have a great relationship. But speaking of Rihanna, let's talk about this new Fenty skin promo featuring A$AP Rocky and Lil Nas X. So Rihanna surprised her Navy with another star-studded promo, enjoying a pool party, joined by former rumored flame A$AP Rocky and Lil Nas X. So check this out. So she also confirmed that her product will be for both women and men in another photo with A$AP Rocky on her Instagram. So this is the photo. They look cute together. A nice couple. Yeah. So this is exciting. So basically, this is a skincare product for men and women. This is awesome that Rihanna is doing that. It's kind of the first celebrity product we've seen in a while that caters to both men and women. Of course, we talked about Kanye releasing a skincare line, or a product that will have skincare that is for men as well. I don't know if this will be a competitor to Rihanna's, but this is cool that this is like, not discriminating. This will be for everyone. I really like this. How do you feel about this, Courtney?
I have a question. If there are any estheticians that are watching, and also just you, Alex, as well, what is the difference? Because this is like an honest question. What's the difference between a woman's skincare product and a man's skincare product?
That is a great question.
Y'all still got to cleanse, tone, and moisturize, right? Men and women. So what's the difference? I feel like unless you're like treating the skin underneath your beard, maybe. But
well, we have different hormones. We have different. I mean, there's different. Men and women, genetically are different. So I'm sure certain products cater to certain things that women need versus men. However, like you said, skin needs to be moisturized. So I think that it can't hurt to have a product that caters to everyone. And maybe the scents might be different. Maybe people want different scents. I don't know. That's
like men out there want to smell like peonies and whatever, and women that doesn't want to smell like oak, like whatever the male
Masculine.
are.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, if it's in this mug, I'm putting it on this face. I don't care what the packaging or what thing. Like, girl, is it making my face clean? Like, that's what I need to know.
Adriana in the chat is saying men have different type of skin, which is probably very true. But Janet's also saying men and women have different hormones. Different lines address different hormones. Yeah. So different, it would help the pH balance. Yuri is saying in the chat. But anyway, in general, this is super cool that Rihanna is doing this, and it only, provides more products for more people. So she's going to be making that money on this new line. So everyone stay tuned for that, because this is exciting. But let's get into a Nene update on Tamar. So Nene shared an update saying that Tamar is getting the help she needs. Of course, Tamar it was just announced she was hospitalized, and Nene took to her Instagram to reveal that she and Tamar have been dealing with a lot of different issues. She said, quote, "I was trying to be her support system and she was being my support system. Tamar is now getting the proper help that she needs. I'm going to let her talk to you guys when she's able to talk to you guys." She continued to say that sometimes a person has no other choice but to accept how they are being negatively treated. And that has been happening for her and for myself, Nene said. While she wouldn't share any details, she said that people will find out soon, and that she has been hurting, referring to Tamar, for a while, and to please continue to support, because you don't understand how difficult it is for a lot of us to speak out. So this brings up the conversation that, reality stars are not just characters, they are real people and they do struggle. So do you think it's harder for celebrities to acknowledge this sometimes, that they're going through a difficult time of being watched and having, so many fans kind of root for them and support them, that when they're going through something that may not be so easy, it might be harder?
I think it's hard for reality stars, but specifically, I think it's the hardest for Black women on TV, Alex. And the reason why I say that, and before y'all start screaming that I'm doing the race card thing, just listen. You know how there's like the stereotype where it's like, oh my God, Black women are so strong, and or like when white people say, or white gay men especially say, "Oh, I've got a Black woman inside of me. I've got a sassy Black woman inside of me." But Alex, what if you're not that? You get what I'm saying? What if you're not that, and you're working with someone that's trying to edit you to be that way? It seems to be that that could, speculation not confirmation, be the situation, because we have Mona Scott that does Love and Hip Hop. She's executive producing Tamar's new show, Tamar Get Your Life. And it's supposed to be like a behind the scenes, like really get to know Tamar, I guess, or like a more personal look. And when the trailer was released, it very much showed Tamar being the stereotypical angry Black woman. So who knows if that trailer took her over the edge. She had sent a letter to the network saying that she was sort of having these feelings that they were mistreating her. Wow. So it really doesn't come as a surprise when you hear, Tamar's in the hospital, because she had been letting people know and people were kind of ignoring her. I am glad that Nene is a good friend and she's able to be there for her and make speculation, not confirmation, relate. You get what I'm saying? They're both reality stars.
Yeah, I mean, that's amazing that they have each other going through this. And of course, no one wants to see anybody hurting. So we do hope that she's getting the help she needs. And maybe she will come out with a statement or letting us know kind of what she's going through, if she chooses to do so. I mean, at the end of the day, if she's struggling and she wants to do it privately, that's okay too. But at least she has Nene to kind of support her during this time. We all need good friends and family like that, that we can lean on. So I'm happy to hear that, and I hope she's doing well.
Me too.
But let's move on, because as we know, there's always another celebrity couple making up, breaking up, and every day, if you're new here, we love to break down these celebrity couples that may need some therapy. So let's move on to that. This is our couples therapy segment, and we're going to kick it off with Jessica Biel and Justin Timberlake, who announced that they just had a second baby. So this was a top secret pregnancy. Jessica and Justin welcomed a baby boy earlier this week. They are already parents to their 5-year-old son, and the family are currently in Big Sky, Montana, where they've been spending time amid the coronavirus pandemic. Jessica had not shared any full body photos to social media since her birthday party back in March, when she would have been around 4 months pregnant. So, Courtney, I have to hear your thoughts on this. I know you feel strongly about kind of some past alleged infidelity that may go on and what this has to do with all of this. So I'm going to throw it to you first, Courtney. Let me know.
I just want to say I'm laughing at Wesley because I glanced over in the chat and all I see is, and we all know why the pregnancy was kept private. For those of y'all that might have missed an episode of The Morning Tea, which y'all need to ring that bell so y'all don't miss. Make sure y'all like the video and all of that. There was a moment last year Justin Timberlake was on set filming a movie, and an outlet leaked a video of Justin Timberlake, and he's obviously very intoxicated, and he was very handsy with a co-star, and they're all out having drinks and stuff. It looked awful. Be truthful, honest, and transparent. Obviously, we cannot say or confirm that Justin Timberlake was cheating. However, we can say that, or I can say, if I were Jessica Biel and I woke up and I turned on the news on TMZ and saw my husband like all over his co-star, who he's supposed to be working with, is supposed to be super platonic, girl, the locks would be changed. So I'm speculating that maybe the situation with Justin happened, and then he felt like he wanted to go home and rectify the situation by giving Jessica Biel a baby. Maybe he wanted to take her to this 8th heaven. Who knows, girl? I just find it to be a little bit of a situation, although I'm so happy for Jessica. I just wonder, Alex, if this is like a cover-up. Justin's been very vocal about Black Lives Matter. Like, girl, we haven't forgot. You get what I'm saying? There are some people that have outlets or girl are acting like, well, why is Jessica keeping this a secret? Y'all know why Jessica damn Biel was keeping that secret, and stop acting stupid. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's my speculation that I believe that Justin made a mistake and went home and tried to rectify it. And in my opinion, he rectified it by bringing another life into this world. How do you feel about that, Alex?
Right. I mean, we know that has happened in relationships before, that people, go through struggles and then they have a baby, or they get married, or they try to put a positive spin on something. Like we said, this is all just alleged infidelity on Justin's side. There is no confirmation. However, I do see Jessica's side of keeping it private. Like you said, like we know why it was private, because she doesn't want anyone involved in their business any longer. Like, she already went through all of that. And I think they have worked on it together and grown from it. And so I just hope that this does bring more, positivity to their relationship, and that Justin is a changed man. And I hope that they move on from this, because no one wants to see someone unhappy or a broken family and all of that. They do have a child together already. So like you said, we get why is pregnant. We wish them well. And we hope that this only moves forward from now on.
And I want to say this, Alex. This goes for all celebrities, because this show is a really good example of that. Now that I realize what I'm about to say. This is just a golden rule I would give to celebrities if I had some celebrity friends. The girls are watching.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. Alex, they was in the bushes. You saw, I just watched the video yesterday because I talked about this yesterday. Girl, they was in the bush. Justin, when I tell you Justin, he was drunk, y'all. He was like real drunk. Like, he couldn't even like the girl couldn't grab his hand. The girls are watching, y'all. That's all I'm going to say. Nobody's perfect, but the girls are watching to record when you make the mistake.
I know. I mean, must be, you can't hide when you're a celebrity. Someone in the public eye that, you just can't hide. It's just, it must, in defense, not that I'm defending, bad behavior, but it must be hard to kind of live life like that at all times when you know that everyone's watching you. It's hard. But
you
like
ain't got to worry about doing wrong, though. If you're living right, you ain't got to worry, though. You only worried if you're doing wrong in the court.
That is very true.
I'm trying to get caught up, but
it's true. If you only have to worry if you're not playing by the rules. But if you are playing by the rules, it's fine, right? Well, let's talk about someone that's not really playing by the rules, because I don't know what's going on with this August Alsina new song, Entanglements. Let's get into that because fans can't stop talking about this. Of course, he released a song called Entanglements. It features Rick Ross, and he raps on it, quote, the lyric, "The definition of entanglement, it's when you're tangled in the sheets. Girl, I know that we don't call it a relationship, but you're still effing with me." Okay? So, do you think August is taking advantage of this situation? Do you believe he's right in capitalizing on this moment? I mean, of course, we see it from his side. I mean, why wouldn't he kind of take advantage of this situation? He's an artist at the end of the day. He wants to sell his music. I find it a little weird that, you know, they are, at the time they were in a relationship, and I know he's hurt, and I don't want to discount his feelings because he was involved in it as well. However, Will and Jada are happy and they are back on good terms. Like, why do you think August is still bringing this conversation up? Like, what's going on?
Alex, I'm about to tell you right now exactly why August did what he did, and I hope that for the T-Tribe that don't know this, y'all listen and y'all hear this with an open mind. Try to take your shopping cart and just swivel it. So August Alsina, first of all, if you haven't heard Entanglements, y'all, it's a bop. I ain't even gonna front, I ain't even gonna lie. Even if I hated August Alsina, I could not deny, girl, that's a hit. And Rick Ross, I'm not even a Rick Ross fan. He slid, y'all. He rode that beat. Come on, corrective officer. Anyway, the reason why August Alsina has to have like a Courtney on his team. He has to, because I would have said to do this, right? August Alsina had a sister, and the sister had children. Right, Alex? The sister, unfortunately, passed away. I just want to let y'all know that. And so August is taking care of the children. He's basically a parent. He's a guardian, in my opinion. Flash back to when August was hanging out with the Smiths, and all of the rumors were flying around that he was, entangled with Jada. When he went to go do brand deals and get endorsements and, get his money up to take care of the kids, some of those partners, some of those managers, those brand managers saying like, well, why would we want to give our money to a wild person that's also a home wrecker? You get what I'm saying? And so his bag was stopped, Alex. Nobody was listening to the music like that. No one was giving him the endorsements. So that's why when his latest project came out, he felt it was important to tell Angela Yee, hey, the story that y'all believe is not exactly the truth. Let me tell you my side of what it is. And then on top of that, make a song on it to sort of maybe get back some of that money that he could have been getting all of these years. You get what I'm saying? I'm not mad at it at all, because at the end of the day, Alex, you got mouths to feed. Mom Tribe, I would hope that if you weren't going to do this exact situation, you would find a way to get that bag and get that money so that them kids can be fed at the end of the night. You get what I'm saying? August is a parent. It's not his fault that the content is what's going to make the coin. It's not his fault that Jada and Will, and it's no shade to the Smiths, because y'all know I love the Smiths. I watch Fresh Prince every day on HBO Max. It's not his fault that Jada and Will didn't come out immediately when the rumors were circulating and say, hey, no, these are the boundaries of our relationship. This is what's going on. And granted, that's their business. But by staying silent for so long, by not defending August for so long, he lost money and he got kids. So I get it, and I support it, and it's on my playlist. We'll be streaming Entanglements. That's it.
I love that. Oh, someone in the chat is saying, when you try to stir the pot, but someone takes the spoon, so you start stirring with your fingers, and boy, that gets messy.
I look at it as get the bag. Get the bag.
Yeah. I understand. I didn't know that information about August, so that does bring a point up. Maybe he's just trying to support. I think there may be other ways. If he's an artist, he can still create music. I mean, this is probably the smart way, but it's also at the expense of
people want to hear, though. You get what I'm saying? We don't want an H&M t-shirt with Jada and Slash through it. Like, girl,
yeah, that's true.
How about this? Let me put it to y'all this way. Put the song out as soon as you can, because it's like I've said previously, Alex, by the time we find out why Tory Lanez done shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot, we're not going to care about this anymore. We're not.
Right.
So you might get the bag as quickly as you can in 20, 30 days, put another single out, and then maybe we'll not really associate you with the entanglement and be like, oh, well, what is August talking about on this next single?
True.
You get what I'm saying?
That's
smart to me.
Like they say, any press is good press. So he may kick it off with this entanglement single and then just kind of launch his career again. We don't know. I guess we'll just stay tuned to that.
No NDA, y'all. That's Jada's fault. Not August. Yeah. It's no NDA. You can do whatever you want.
True. That's true. All right. Well, let's get into this next news about MGK and Meghan in Puerto Rico filming a movie that they first met on. So they traveled to Puerto Rico alongside notable names like Emile Hirsch to resume filming this movie called Midnight in the Switchgrass, which coincidentally is the movie they met on. But the weirdest part about this story, Courtney, is Vanderpump Rules star Lala Kent, her fiance Randall Emmett, is the producer on it. So Randall took to his Instagram to share a photo of the cast together. And it's all of them in this photo. And it's crazy that they are hanging out together because it's just kind of random. But I actually do think that these couple could be best friends, like Lala and Meghan. Here's the photo right here. So, of course, that's MGK and Meghan on the left. There's Lala and Randall. And yeah. So I actually think these couples could be best friends. Meghan and Lala both have that like bad girl vibe. And this could actually create a longer friendship. What if we see MGK and Megan Fox on Vanderpump Rules? What about that crossover?
That's still not going to make me want to watch it. But I'm curious, Alex, as to this Randall, you said Lala Kent's husband. Did he fight with 50 Cent or he had like an issue with 50 Cent?
Yeah.
What's Fofty? The Fofty guy. Yeah. Y'all know I know about Fofty. At least he's trying to make some money. Randall, right? Because he owed 50 Cent some money. Now he better give 50 a coin.
I mean, Randall is pretty successful. Lala makes that very clear. But they do have it's what seems to be a beautiful relationship. They actually seem very much in love. And I know people are quick to judge because he does make a lot of money, and Lala, they fly on private jets together and do all this stuff, but he actually works hard, and we see that right here. But I'm excited to see this movie and to see kind of this on-screen kind of romance. It's always fun to watch people that are actually dating or in love than, performing in a movie or a TV show. So I'm excited to check it out for sure.
We're gonna see, girl.
Yeah. Karina, they're kind of cute. They are kind of cute. Yeah. Wait, are you talking?
They're a beautiful couple.
Yeah, both couples are cute. I think that sometimes whenever couples get together, you don't understand it, but then it kind of grows on you. I think both of these have grown on us. But let's get into, our Car Jenner tea time, because we can't explain it, but we know it's true. People love keeping up with the Car Jenner fam. And every day, if you're new here, we break down the biggest Car Jenner news of the day. So take it away, Courtney, because it's time for Car Jenner tea time.
Alrighty, you guys, if you are ready for all of the tea from behind the Car Jenner gates, turn your volumes down for Car Jenner tea time. Hello to everyone in my studio, which is no one, just myself.
Yes. Okay, let's kick off this Car Jenner tea time with this Kanye news, because this is just crazy. Kanye West talks Kim divorcing him at his first presidential rally. So if you're not up to date with this, Kanye basically had his first presidential rally in South Carolina, and he basically said he's at peace if Kim divorces him because she brought North into the world. So I guess he went on this whole conversation about the Bible, and in the Bible it says thou shalt not kill. And he said, I remember when my girlfriend at the time called me screaming and crying, and I just thought to myself, please don't tell me I gave Kim Kardashian AIDS, which is an interesting thing to say when your girlfriend is calling you. And then Kanye discussed their conversation about basically having North and said that I said, we are going to have this child. I know people who are 50 years old who don't have a child. So even if my wife were to divorce me after this speech, she brought North into the world. Even when I didn't want to, she stood up and she protected that child. So this was just a weird conversation to have publicly in general. He obviously got very emotional during this rally. There are many other things he said right before we went live, because we hadn't heard that the Kardashians respond to this. But I guess a source close to them says that they are very, very upset about what happened at the presidential rally. They are worried about him. They don't know what's going on. I think that they just can't handle it and they want him to get help. So what are your thoughts on this, Courtney? What do you think this means for the Kardashian enterprise in general?
I'm sad, but I have to raise an eyebrow, Alex, at the Kar Jenner family. You get what I'm saying? The reason why, Alex, is Kanye has been diagnosed with bipolar disorder for years now. You get what I'm saying? Speculation, not confirmation. Kar Jenner family, and I'm asking this respectfully, do y'all want us to see how Kanye is so we, Black people, don't drag y'all when y'all disown him and leave him with nothing? Because that, I feel like, is going to happen, Alex. I feel like they're purposely letting this go on so that they, not to get Big Brother on y'all, there's no blood on their hands when they backdoor Kanye out the back door and move on. My mind goes back to this clip, and y'all know that even though we do Kar Jenner Tea Time, I'm not like watching Kardashians every single week, but I have seen a lot of it to be very familiar with it. I keep thinking about this clip, and I don't know from what season it is, but I remember this clip where Kim has said something where she was like, oh, me and Kanye didn't know if we were going to stay together or not, but like, he could just give me his sperm and then like, whatever. And like, when I first saw that, it just like never sat right with me. And I said, you know, I'm gonna put this in a manila folder because I feel like this is gonna be useful one day. And I just feel like, Kim, did you get the children that you wanted? And now you're like, you got the children you wanted from the man you wanted to get it from. Kanye is very creative. Kanye has a lot of money. Kanye at the time was respected in hip hop, respected by Black people. You get what I'm saying? That then gives the Kar Jenners a little bit of access to our community. You get what I'm saying, Alex? I just wonder if they're purposely allowing us to see how he really is so that they can sort of get away with disowning Kim, divorcing, and then we never hear from Kanye sort of ever again. I worry.
Simply Simone in the chat is saying him mentioning Kim divorcing him just says it's down the line. Do you think this potentially could set her over? Emmanuel is saying, I feel bad for Kanye. Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, we all feel bad for Kanye. He's obviously struggling in whatever way. Jasmine in the chat said,
can I speak to you read Jasmine.
She said, everyone jumped on board when Scott had his problem, and I feel like this has been going on for Kanye. Now they're just jumping on it. Interesting.
I want to respond to multicultural. They're saying Demi Lovato and Azealia Banks are bipolar too, but get hated for how they act. If we are going to excuse behavior because of bipolar, let's do all or not excuse anyone. The reason why first of all, I'm not excusing Kanye at all. What I'm saying is I feel bad for him. The reason why Kanye is being looked at with a little bit more of a magnifying glass is because Kanye is out there potentially visions that affect us all. Azealia Banks has been racist in the past, and she has said homophobic things, being part of the LGBTQ plus community in the past. Let's be clear. Demi Lovato has said lots of problematic things, and she has made fun of people's weight in the past. So it's really not about excusing. It's just about being aware. You get what I'm saying? No one's getting a pass. We're just having a discussion what's going on is all. Also, I don't like that when we bring up an issue, immediately people try to like bring up their fave to try to deflect. Like whenever we bring up race, Alex, I'll immediately notice someone will be like, well, y'all didn't give that same energy to Camila Cabello. And I'm like, well, Camila Cabello, well, this person didn't run an entire Tumblr making fun of abuse victims, Mexicans, and the like. So, like, you get what I'm saying? If y'all really want to, like, compare and split hairs, y'all know I'm that girl to do it with. So, I'm just saying, like, it's not really about giving a pass. It's just about awareness.
Right. And the awareness here is that this man is running for president. So his decisions do affect us all, and his mental health technically will affect us all. So this is just held at a very different level. If this truly is, if he's, going through with this as it seems he is, but I guess I'm sure the Kar Jenners will come out with another statement. I'm curious to hear if Kim responds to this or how she will react to this, because, I think we're all waiting to hear Kim's response, because he let a lot out of their personal information, which happens when you're running for president. They are, everyone is going to, kind of do investigations on you and your personal life. Thankfully, we know a lot about their life given the reality show and that, but I guess I'm curious to see how Kim responds to this, really. But too. On that note, let's get into a little lighter news from the Kar Jenner fam. Kylie basically gifts Stormy this just makes so much sense going from Kanye to this story, because the Kar Jenners cover everything. Kylie gifts Stormy 4 Prada purses days after her $2,000 Louis Vuitton purse. So, like I said, just days after coming under fire for gifting Stormy this purse, Kylie bought Stormy 4 more mini Prada handbags that retail at $700. Kylie posted that photo you just saw on her Instagram and captioned it, had to get her all the baby Pradas to match mommy. So do you think this is like a statement from Kylie saying, like, I'm going to buy Stormy whatever I want? Here, you don't like one purse? Well, here's 4 of them. And I'm going to use my money, as we mentioned before, to buy whatever I want for my children, because I make my own money and I should be able to spend it however way I want. What do you think about this, Courtney?
Alex, I love it. And I wish the Kar Jenners, I hope that they continue to have that kind of energy. Because I've been, it's like people be like, I wish you would spend your money on. And when they get money, what y'all spend it on? Stuff that you want, stuff that you need. So get out of her very heavy wallet before she crush you with it. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
Y'all stay out here writing checks like she ain't her own person and she ain't got her own businesses and she's not out here. Like, girl, that's her baby. You spend your money on your baby how you want to spend it, and let Kylie Jenner spend it how she want to spend it. Not her wallet. Exactly. Get off her farm.
At the end of the day, it's her money and she can spend it however she wants. People are still going to talk about it, but that doesn't mean she can't spend it the way she wants. But let's move on to this Khloe story, because we got to get to our OMT story of the day, and we've been so excited that we got to cut it. So let's touch on this Khloe news real quick, because she gave an announcement on her pregnancy rumors once and for all, but we don't know if it's once and for all, because I'm sure it'll come up again. So during an interview on Sirius XM, Khloe shut down the pregnancy rumors, explaining that while she was at a baby shower, it wasn't hers. Of course, we reported that, people thought it was her baby shower. She said, quote, "It was actually a friend of ours. We threw a baby shower. It's such a weird time to do that right now. Everyone wore these face shields and masks. We had to be 6 feet apart through the whole shower. It was so strange, but still great that you're able to celebrate." Then she went on to say, she answered the question if she could potentially see herself having more kids in the future. And she said, "I love kids. I love my nieces and nephews. I just love children. It's in God's hands. I'm not sure if I have another one. What a blessing. But if not, I'm fine." So my question to you is, of course, given the current status of Khloe and Tristan, do you think that they'll have another baby together? I mean, it seems as if she's kind of like laissez-faire about it. But before, we thought that this was, a definite. But now it seems like, if it happens, it happens. She just seems like happy and content. You know what I mean?
She got the little donor papers, don't she? Right?
She does, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if
that baby
went
that baby is coming. That baby is coming, Alex. Tristan done signed them papers, whether we saw it on camera or not. Tristan done signed them papers. Kristen got in the helicopter, y'all. Y'all know where I'm about to go. Kristen got in the helicopter and she said, if you want to keep these long legs part of this family, you going to give up some of that DNA, period. You need to join the ancestry. That's what Chris said, allegedly, in my mind. Speculation, not confirmation. But I will say this. I enjoy Khloe being a mother, and it is very obvious and very evident that she genuinely loves children. So I wouldn't be mad if she had because from the outside looking,
I agree. I think I love seeing Khloe as a mother too. We know that she had so much, a lot of struggles with kind of getting pregnant and all of that. So like, we wish the best for her. And if she has another baby, that's amazing. You know, whoever she chooses to have it with. But if we think that they are in a good place, which is kind of what has been speculated, then the family should be happy and together. But let's get into our OMT story of the day, because we always believe we can't be surprised by any celebrity news of the day because we talk about them every day. But the truth is there's something crazy that makes us say, oh my God, I can't believe this happened every single day. So if you're new here, we break down our OMT story of the day. And today it's about Justin Bieber. And Justin Bieber wins. Any believers out there? Justin Bieber wins his first round of his defamation lawsuit against two accusers. So the two people who anonymously accused Justin Bieber of sexual assault may now be identified. So in court documents obtained by Entertainment Tonight, a Los Angeles Superior Court judge ruled Justin can subpoena Twitter to identify the two accounts that had anonymously accused him of sexual assault last month. So, of course, Bieber denied this accusation and sued the two people for $10 million each. You heard that right. And Bieber stated that the claims made by social media users known as Danielle and Katie were factually impossible and disputed the claims with evidence and multiple witnesses. The court paper states, quote, Bieber will not stand idly by while defendants attempt to get attention and fame for themselves by recklessly spreading malicious lies that he engaged in egregious criminal conduct by assaulting defendants, and Bieber is therefore bringing this defamation libel action to clear his name and set the record straight. So, Courtney, this is an interesting thing to happen, an interesting development. So, of course, we know that Bieber assumed that this Danielle and Katie is the same person. We reported that before. So I think he's trying to get to the bottom of it, whether these anonymous people may be the same person and whether they're just seeking out fame. And this is just kind of the idea of like a crazy fan that wants to be recognized by Justin or could be angry. Justin may not have done something that they liked so. Courtney, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think like this is pretty scary because these kids may be young? You know what I mean? We don't know the age of these fans. So what are your thoughts on this, Courtney?
Here's the thing. Joking about sexual assault and sex is not funny at all. This is like really, truly a big deal. And I just want to make sure I preface what I'm about to say before saying that. My own personal feelings is if they're lying, right? If they or one person is lying and they are underage, I don't want to know who it is and I don't want their names to be released to the press. The reason why, Alex, is I am, and just being honest, I'm a very casual Justin Bieber fan. You get what I'm saying? And sitting here saying certain things about her, I know exactly the kind of reaction I'm going to get. I'm gonna get 50 messages on Instagram because I said Justin's album was trash. I know there's 3 accounts that they live to like bother me on Twitter and they're all muted and they get suspended. But I could not imagine the pressure if I was like 15 years old. And not only do I now owe someone that I used to call my idol $10 million, but I have the entire world now harassing me wherever I go. And so to the T Tribe, I want to ask y'all, those of y'all that are on the side of Justin knowing the identities and making identities being leaked, things get out, Alex. You get what I'm saying? What and how would y'all feel if, God forbid, that person took their own lives? That's what I want y'all to consider. If the person was underage. Now, if this is a grown adult, girl, you gotta hit the clink. You gotta hit the clink on that one. You get what I'm saying? But I worry about the younger kids because I know what the internet is like. If there's like a 14 and it just like and right. Like they're still photoshopping stuff and like, you know, thinking that it's a kiki game and it really reached Justin and spun out of control, then I think that perhaps there should be a little bit of leniency there. But I feel like once you like 18, 19, girl, you got them good Photoshop graphic design skills, you know, took a class, then you know what you was doing and you understood maybe the consequences, and then you need to be orange is the new black. You get what I'm saying? How do y'all feel about that? I'm just curious because that's where my mind went.
Yeah, no, I agree. Karina in the chat is just clarifying. No, it wasn't proven that they lied. Justin sued them for defamation. Yes. He basically accusing them of lying, saying he has factual evidence that it's impossible and there's witnesses. There is no development or update in the actual case itself. Justin just won this first portion of the defamation case that he can subpoena Twitter to basically give him the names of these anonymous users. So I just wanted to clarify that because neither side has won the case just yet. We'll just have to stay tuned for that.
It'll backfire on Justin Alex because should anything happen, you get what I'm saying? The first thing everyone, all of us, you, the teacher, the first thing will, how dare you sue that 14-year-old girl for $10? Justin Bieber is a monster. Should have stayed with Selena. Haley was behind it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It all spins out of control, and it's like, might be literally like an 8th grader. Like, you get what I'm saying? Just want to throw that out there. That's all. Something to consider.
Yeah, I think a lot of people in the chat are agreeing with you. Yeah, we do. We do not know the age of this person. So like you said, Courtney, I think we all should be protected, or we should, their privacy should be protected in a way, because Justin Bieber's platform is so large. However, if they wrongfully accuse Justin Bieber, I mean, they should be, you know, dealt with legally in whatever way that they want to handle. I mean, that's not us to speak on that, because that's not something to take lightly either, you know, to just throw these out there and slander his name and accuse him of something serious as sexual assault is also not something to just throw out there and take it away. So at the end of the day, I think we will, of course, continue to follow this case and get some more answers. But we just wanted to touch on the fact that Justin will have access to identify the accusers. So we'll just see how it plays out. Yeah, it's pretty intense.
Alex, once they all get in the same room, it's like, you gonna know. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Justin will know if anything happens. Those girls will be terrified if they get a letter that's like, you need to be in court on this day. Justin said you tried it. Like, you get what I'm saying? They'll know. I don't think that this will go much longer. You get what I'm saying? We'll find a resolution, and it may end with Justin just staring them, which I hope. That's what a gentleman would do, I feel like.
Yeah.
Shout out to
on that. That is all the tea we have to spill for today. Some good tea today. Some serious, some fun tea. Of course, congrats to our girl Nicki again. Courtney, I know that is so exciting. Joanne in the chat is a newbie and she's loving this. Well, welcome, Joanne. We're so happy to have you here. And on that note, of course, I'm Alex Schiffman. You can follow me on all social media at Alex Schiffman. Courtney, where can they follow you?
You can follow me and subscribe to my YouTube channel for the Green Chair Chats at Courtney Revolution. Just take that down there and type it in the search bar up there. I come right up.
Yes. And on that note, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Of course, share with your friends. We enjoy our after watches as well. We will be here tomorrow, same time, 8:30 Pacific Standard Time for Tequila Tuesday. And we'll be back to spill all the tea of tomorrow. All right. And on that note, Courtney, it's time to take us out to wash our hands a little bit.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And now it's time to wash our hands, Leo. You better wash your hands. Wash your hands. Rub your hands.